into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
First carry here for Ken Walker.
A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Check smash, check smash. 19 sight, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Seahawks march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Hey, rookie, that's the way to make an impression. Return one for a touchdown.
Yeah, welcome to the party. We saw him fielding those punts before the game, and he just had a little bit of a look in his eye, didn't he?
He did. He was a confident young man, and now we know why.
Surrendering the punt return for a score. Let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. Well, they did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
It will be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Out of the gun now on third down.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And that'll wind up moving the... As the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Off the option, here's Akers.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So just enough juice to get the 3, and I think that wind at the back helped a little bit there.
Certainly did, and to me that tells me that head coach knows his kicker and realized the wind was at his back. That was probably the outer limits of what he could make, and he knew the wind might be able to aid him and get that ball over the crossbar, and it did.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjust. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll set up to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
We had a pretty good idea that they were going to pressure this young quarterback, and that's now 2 sacks here in the first quarter.
And yeah, this is a secret to exactly nobody, because if you're a rookie quarterback, you know you're going to see pressure. Defenses want to see how you're going to handle it, or if it forces you into making bad decisions. That's their goal.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for them, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust, because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
19-7, 19-7.
They'll set up a throw. And his throw is incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. On play action, they'll throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll look to throw here. Incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. It's a quarterback sneak, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. It's their quarterback scoring on the sneak from a yard out, and the Rams have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. He's got the first down and more. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw.
Throw out wide to Walker. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. The Seahawks at 5-3 now on the year. They coming off the loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple of months, CD. 5 wins in their last 8 games.
And last week, not only on the scoreboard, but I saw it on tape as well. Definitely not one of their finer performances because they were outclassed pretty much right from the start. So I think there'll be a renewed emphasis on trying to be a little better out of the gate in this one so they don't fall into a big hole.
And he's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Let's go now.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Cut 19.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Kadarius Toney.
An 18-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So back-to-back plays, each give nothing. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. They'll drop to throw.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
He'll drop to throw.
He'll dump this off to Akers.
And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
79 Broncos.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Second down and 7. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
He's got him in. Complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Here's Walker.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Rams are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Go, Reed, go. Ready.
He'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 19 tight, 19 tight. 60 average, 60 back, trap 60, trap 60. Warriors 17. Go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Cougar 19.
Now back to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big gain of 38 there on third down. They're going to look to throw. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up for the first and goal.
They'll find Ayuk open right side. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Ayuk, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to Walker on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
On second down, it's Walker. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 75 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's complete to Tony. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it second down.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Ken Walker, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year,
as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, LA. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Trucks over him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Steps away.
That'll be caught. It's Tony.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw here. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf. 40 yards. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Now, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
They've got his man complete. Touchdown.
Jerry Judy.
75 yards.
And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there, playing keep away. First downs, they can't touch the ball.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Straight ahead, Walker. And some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams' 43-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Looking to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Seahawks have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. Touchdown, L.A. Cam Akers, 72 yards. And the Rams are able to cut into that deficit. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top two options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through three. That was impressive.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a three-possession game and all but put things to bed. A nice little juke. And some space here. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, his second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first three quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Back to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Let's go now.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket.
Right back to Tony. He's got another one.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. From the right hash, this from 33. Myers' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. 2nd and 1. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Matt Ioannidis bullying his way in and sticking him to the turf. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did.
Yeah.